Hey there YouTubers, Stampede Survival here for my next video. In this video I'm going to show you a survival kit which I put together, and I'm calling this my glove box survival kit, and I'm calling that just because of the size of it. It fits easily in a glove box. Some survival kits are quite large, and some people complain about not having the space, and they don't want to take up trunk space in their car or take up space in the back seat. So this is just a small kit that you can throw together and keep in your glove box. That way you have no excuse for not having some essential survival gear with you at all times. This is actually a cell phone dry box, which I picked up at Walmart. It was like $5. They say it's watertight. It's not designed to be submerged, but if you're in a heavy rain, this will keep everything dry. I would assume if you just dropped it quickly in water and picked it right up, it'd be fine, because it does have a compression fitting going all the way around, which I'll show you when I open it. But the dimensions of this, it says it's roughly 6 inches long, it's about 3 inches tall, and about 1.5 inches wide, so it doesn't take up much space at all. And then it also comes with this little lanyard attached to it, which I have attached a hank of 550 paracord, which I think all survival kits should have some form of string or rope, or I really like the 550 cord, so I attach them to there. And I can show you how this opens. It actually has a little clasp on the side here, which pops open, and then, like I said, there's a rubber gasket going around the edge, and it's a tongue and groove fitting between the two sides here. So when it closes down, it has a tongue and groove gasket compressed fitting, so that's what keeps everything watertight. And I like it. It seems to be working pretty well. But I want to go ahead and show you the contents in here. And since this fell out when I opened it, I'll talk about this first. This is the Streamlight Nano Light, and I'm sure most of you have seen this. I just picked this up the other day. I think I paid $6.99 for it, and this light is awesome. It has 4 button cell batteries in it. It says it lasts for about 8 hours. I'm not going to go into all the details because I want to do a review on this light just because I like it that much. But I'm in a bright room right now, and you can just see how much light this thing is putting out. I mean, this thing is crazy. So if you're in a survival situation, stuck in your car or whatever, this thing would be a great little light to have, so you can do your little tasks. You got light, so I went ahead and added that, and it takes up very little space at all. Also in here, I have my Vaseline soaked cotton balls, which you guys have all heard me talk about. Stuff's great. You could just use, I have 2 cotton balls in here right now, but you can definitely get more than 2 fires out of that. You can just, 1 cotton ball can make, I don't know, 2 or 3 fires, depending on how damp your tinder is and all that in your kindling. So, but I have that in every kit. Outstanding thing to carry. Also in here, I have a small survival fishing kit, which is just a little pill bag. And inside here I have a little bobbin, sewing machine bobbin full of, I think it's 12-pound test fishing line. I've got a bobber, some various hooks, and some split shot weights. And also in here, I've started including in all my kits, and I actually got this idea from our friends over at Intense Angler Outdoors, so I'd like to give a shout out to him. These little eyelets, these things are a great idea. I saw it on one of his survival kits, so I started putting them in all mine. Basically, it's just threaded on one end, and it has an eyelet on the other side, so you basically thread that into a sapling or whatever you're going to use as a fishing rod, and then that is a place for your fishing line to ride down. Makes it a lot easier to land your fish. It saves your fishing line, so it's a great idea. So like I said, that's Intense Angler Outdoor gave me that idea. I love it, so I've got it in all my kits now. So great little emergency fishing kit to carry around. Also, I have a small first aid kit, and this just has your usual first aid items. There's some various band-aids. I've got some butterfly strips in there. I've got a tube of super glue for larger wounds, and some Advil and some antiseptic wipes. So just your basic first aid for any cuts and scrapes you may get, where you don't get things infected. It's good to have first aid with you. And then also, I chose to go with the Bic lighter. I was going to put a flint striker in there, but I decided just for ease of use, I'm going to use the Bic lighter. You can start hundreds of fires with that. Lots of uses. So between that and your cotton balls, you should be able to get any fire going that you need. Very reliable. Also in here, I have a large piece of aluminum foil, and aluminum foil is great for all sorts of things. You can use it to boil water, make a cup out of it. I do recommend that you practice making a cup before you just intend to make one out in the wilderness because it's a little more difficult. I've tried it a few times and it's a lot more difficult than it sounds, but you can make it. So I've got the aluminum foil here for that. Also for a heat reflector, if you get a fire going, you can build a wall and then have the aluminum foil there to help reflect some of the heat back onto you. You can make a frying pan out of this for cooking. Lots of uses, so I made sure I had a nice large sheet of that in there. Also in here I have a little razor knife, and you guys have seen these in my other kits as well. These things are outstanding. They're lightweight. They don't take up much space. Really help for cleaning a fish, and if you catch a small squirrel or a rabbit, you could use this to help open it up and clean it. So these things are great. They're inexpensive, so I've got these in almost all my kits. Also for food, I have some snare wire. This will help ensure that you for long-term survival, if you do get stuck out in the middle of nowhere in your car, you can set up a couple traps with this and help increase your chances of getting food. So very important. Plus, you could also use this for repair. If you had repair gear or something, wire's nice to have. And then also in here, a couple more things. I have a small birthday candle, and this is one of the trick candles that relights when you, if it goes out, it just automatically pops back up. I think there's gunpowder or something in it that makes it spark back up. So this is a great thing to have. Help ensure getting your fire started. Use it for heat, whatever. So it's a good thing to have. And last but not least, I have a small button compass. Now this compass was actually an inexpensive one. I picked this one up at Walmart as well. It actually came on a little wristband, little Velcro shaped wristband. And it's actually fairly accurate. I've compared it to some of my other compasses and it hasn't steered me wrong yet. So I went ahead and kept that in there. And this is actually a nice little compass to carry around. And like I said, this is a mostly watertight box. Like I said, it's not designed to be submerged for long periods of time, and I went ahead and left the labels on there just so you guys could see everything. This little cell phone dry box. Like I said, it's about $5 at Walmart. This is a neat little kit. So anyway, that's it. So I hope you guys like this kit. If you guys have any comments, concerns, suggestions, please feel free to leave a comment. I really appreciate everyone checking out my video, or videos, and checking out my channel. If you guys have any suggestions for new videos, please feel free to put in a request, and I'll do my best to get a video out for you. But thanks again for watching, and God bless everyone.